Hey everybody, tonight we're going to do a video on this knife here to continue the Kizer Palooza week. I'm not super excited about this knife, but we'll see what y'all think. Got the smooth cloth in there, paperwork, really cool presentation like a lot of the upper end Kizers do. Excellent leather, or canvas pouch here, not leather. Those are for the Kizers we haven't heard of. Alright, so here you go. This is the Kizer Wanderer, and let me show you right off why I'm not excited about it. I can't hardly get it open with this thumb groove here, this thumb hole. I think it's because my fingers are too chunky. But you might not have a problem with it, and you might love the knife. Me, on the other hand, I'm going to die if I'm required to open this for any kind of speed or consistency. And left-handed, you just might as well forget it, because I can't do it spidey flick. I can't do it anyway. So there you go. And that's the review. Thank you. No, okay. We'll keep going here. Alright, so what you got is 3.5 inches, right at 3.5 inches of S35 VN. So it's really nice steel. It's got that stonewashed blade look to it. It's very nice and it feels good in hand. We'll get into that in a second. But the problem is just opening this thing. You can't get that for a spidey flick. And getting this thing open, well, there you go. Maybe it just takes a little time. But still, I know I'm going to slice my finger off here. Alright. So let's see what we got about the scales here. What is that? Is that a sheep's foot? I don't know what that is. I think it's a little sheep's foot kind of blade, right? A little modified looking sheep's foot. What do y'all think? Okay, so we got 4.5 inches of titanium scales. Just a real pretty knife, very smoothed out. Feels like something you could take to church. It's just a nice, almost an elegant looking knife, even more so than the flippers with all their tabs hanging out. This is just something you're going to slide into your pocket, which you would slide in. Right hand tip up, so that's kind of cool. Of course, I love all the hardware, the swirly stuff on the pivot. It's just kind of a subdued gentleman's folder feel, and it's got a nice substantial blade on there. Kind of looks like the Spidey Chef thing, doesn't it? A little bit, maybe? What do y'all think? It feels useful. I like it because the blade comes down a little bit more, so you can get in there and do some cutting if you need to. But man, opening this thing is just gonna be a problem, so you're gonna have to go slow if you got bigger thumbs. If not, you're probably squared away, or you just need to practice. But I'm probably gonna get rid of this one. It angers me. Okay, you can get a little lanyard on this backstop here. You see that pretty good. Open construction. It's very nice, easy to take care of. You have the lock insert there, so you're not going to break it down too much. Don't have to worry. This thing is locked up solid, just as solid as you could hope for on a frame lock like that. Runs on bearings. You can see that in there pretty easily, can't you? All right. So overall, just a good knife, just a nice knife. But it's just not easy for me. If it had a little thumb stud or a different kind of hole, I'd probably get into it. But then you're going to lose all the elegance of the lines and the thin profile, and then you're just going to lose that. So this wasn't made for the chunky finger gentleman in your life. All right, let's see how much this thing weighs. Check it out here. It's not too heavy. Fit nicely in your jean pocket for that Wednesday night service you got to go to, and maybe you're the one praying in the offertory, leading that, and you got this sticking out of your pocket. It's not going to be too bad. All right, so you have 4.55 ounces, pretty light for this channel at least. 129 grams, and no. Oh, almost got it. Almost got the spidey flick on camera. Let me try it again. Oh, that hurt. Okay, so I'm terrible at that. Don't try that at home unless you're much better than I am, which you probably are if you're trying it at home. All right, so let's check this out. Let's see if we can find something that compares in size to this. Let's see. Let's check the drawer of wonders here. All right. Here we go. Here is a Spyderco Manix LW. That's kind of comparable, right? Check that out on the handle. Check that out on the blade. As far as length and size, it's pretty comparable. Let's see what else we got in here we can look at. All right. Well, as long as we're speaking of the devils, let's go here. Here is the PM2. Kind of comparable there in size and blade length and whatnot. Now, of course, it's quite a bit more elegant than these two. Man, I like this knife. This knife is growing on me, seriously. I wish this knife had a hole like that. Just a little bit of a jump up, and this knife would be totally different. Because I like the way this knife feels in my hand. It just feels good. It has a good feel to it, and my chunky hands can get a good purchase on it, so it's not an issue. But the little thing on the hole is the only problem on this knife. Can I get over it? I don't know. Maybe I should learn to get over it. Okay, let's try one more knife here. Oh, I don't want to look at that knife. That's the same one I've been looking at. All right, how's this sound? We'll go American Lawman. See how that compares. All right, let's get out of the Spyderco area. So these are all very comparable in size as far as length and blade length and whatnot. You can see that. And then, of course, the blade length is just about the same. Of course, you're going to pay a lot more for the Kizer because of the steel and the titanium, and it's a Kizer. I don't know. What do y'all think? What do you think about this compared to the other Kizers? Do you need a flipper on your Kizer? Does that make a big difference to you? I think in this situation it would make a difference to me. If I just had a little bit of a flipper or just a little bit better of an opener, I think that would be a lot better for me. But like I said, I still like the way it feels. The S35VN, that's a nice steel for what you're going to pay. I mean, you're paying kind of pricey on this. But it's a cool knife. I mean, if it's good, it's going to handle a lot of different situations. If you don't mind snail trailing up this thing will hold up nicely. Like I said, it's locked up. It's got a very substantial frame lock here, so that's not going to go anywhere unless you just decide this is your new batoning knife. Then you might have a problem. But for what you're going to use this for, this is nice. Now, if you can just get to the point where you open this thing, first try every time, you might be... See, that's why I'm going to have to open this for the rest of my life. I'm not going to be able to ever flip this thing open. That's okay. I couldn't flip my buck knife open for 20 years. Still can't. Saw one guy try to do it. Took off the top of his finger very nicely. That's what he gets for trying to be a big shot, though. You know? I know. You're a Navy SEAL. That's cool, but... okay, he says he was a Navy SEAL. I don't know what it was, actually. But... he still took the top of his finger off, and now he walks around like this. No, he doesn't. But he walks around without that thumbprint, I promise you that. He tore that up, and I've dedicated enough time to that. All right, so Kizer Wanderer, carrying on the Kizer Palooza for this week. We got a couple more. This is probably my least favorite, even out of the more inexpensive Kizers. And I like everything. If it stayed in the open position, or if I had somebody that came around, you know, a little servant person, and I would say, "Here, young man, open this for me," and then he'd put his little tiny finger in there and flip it open, and then hand it back to me. "Here you go, good sir," and then I would say, "Thank you. Here's a $1. Thank you." If I was rich like that, that would be great, because I like the way it feels. And ooh, this is my knife, so I can tell you with a coupon how it cuts. Let's check out what Kizer's doing on this blade when they send it to you. Let's go with AT&T. Switch to the bundle. Are you going to bundle up on AT&T? Ooh! Probably not. So, there you go. This thing is just nice and sharp right out of the box. It's a cool knife. Again, like I said, it's not something you're going to carry out into the field and murder trees with. But, you know, you might murder your steak at that high-end restaurant you're going to go to after church. You know, they bring out you one of those jagged looking steak knives with a point, and it's like this, and half the teeth are missing. You just pull this bad boy out, right into your ribeye. You're good to go. Okay, let me know what you think. How do you feel about this? How do you feel about this little hole here? Is that going to be a problem for you like it is for me? Do you have one of these? Do you have the ability to spidey flick it? That's something I'd like to hear about. Oh man, that's embarrassing. I'm so embarrassed. Okay, go over to Facebook. Check out some stuff over there. There's going to be some giveaways going on over there. And check me out on Instagram if you want to. I'm going to do a giveaway over there coming up. Probably my first Instagram giveaway going to be coming up. Share this video. I like to see the channel grow a little bit just so we can expand PIF a little bit, and you know, so I can talk to more people. Oh, I can't even do a spidey flick on a spidey. Oh, they're just barely. That's embarrassing. Shall we try it? No? Oh, I'm just going to quit. I'm going to quit now. I quit. Come on, just one time. This is for all the marbles. There we go. So share it. Share it with your friends. Share it on Facebook. Share what you get if you can. Get more people involved with the channel. And I think that's it. I will talk to y'all later.